Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He might score. He will score. Touchdown. For the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's Walker to start the drive. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon. Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started. Back to Walker on first down. There he goes, left side. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all. Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free, but we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard, and he's able to get it back to right around the 27. They'll start on the ground here on first down. They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. But Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room? Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually. Right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help. And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. They still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Back to throw here, Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. That good for 19 and a first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line. He'll get that out wide to Duvernay. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Here's a 2nd and 5. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Mounties go up by 2 touchdowns. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Sticking with Walker on second down. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he gives himself up, but not before he gets the conversion. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the first down.
Back to throw now on 1st down. This one complete to Tunyon underneath. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. When you look at this defense, they're currently 6th in the NFL in defending the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. He'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Ready, break. It's now 2nd and 6.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Even with the good move he showed, he'll be brought down short of the 15. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's Deontay Banks with it.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
On second down, they'll run it here. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult third down call now.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Hey, easy. We'll go orange.
Herbert off of play action. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Uchenna Nwosu able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Go.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Here we go.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. He'll drop to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Here's 2nd and 10.
19. Panther 11. Panther 11. Trap 60. Trap 60.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Call it a loss of 5. A big save to bring up 3rd down. When you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down.
Ready.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This was complete to Tunyon underneath. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
79 Broncos.
2nd and 2. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this 1st half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a 1st down.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it, eluding the pressure right. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Ready.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Ready.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper.
Only 4 yards on that gain, but, you know, a lot of people would say that's like getting 9 in normal circumstances since this was 1st and 5.
Yeah, now your playbook's wide open here, 2nd and very short.
Yeah, I still don't think that you can count it in the stats that way at contract time.
No, it still goes down as 4, not 9. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now a look at the backup, Jordan Love. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. Touchdown! Kenneth Walker His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Shamrocks have got it back to within a score.
As the offense went on the field to start their last drive, you know they discussed in the huddle, hey, if we put one in the end zone here, we've put ourselves in a position to start making a comeback.
Moody good with the extra point, and it's now 13-7, and they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. At the southern tip of the Chesapeake Bay, EA Sports brings you coverage of the National Football League from Virginia Beach here in the Commonwealth of Virginia. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Shamrocks of Canton taking on the Mounties of Virginia Beach. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he returns this to the 22. Starts with a run from HN. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Here's a 2nd and 8. But you look at this defense. They played extremely well last week in that win over the Packers.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
An early test. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Herbert. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it? One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Three yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago. And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, It always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you've got to run fast. Of course, you've got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
First carry here for Ken Walker. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Here's a quick throw right side. Touchdown! Zay Flowers, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Shamrocks take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
Jake Moody now for the point after. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead.
The score, Shamrock 7, Mounties nothing.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is in his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Drake London, the intended receiver there, and it's 3rd down. But you look at this defense, and they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech, but I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
2nd and 5. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. 2nd and 8 coming from the 19.
Go, hey, go, go, go.
Now it's Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out say it's incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead.
Hey, go Lion.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain path.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Devon Achane, halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Mounties are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And now an audible here into something else.
Go, Reed, go!
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And taken down just shy of the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Let's go!
2nd and 6. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. And they rattle off a big one. 46 yards. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Deontay Banks with it. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Here's Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And taken right at the 35. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
That was the first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. He'll return it from the 6. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 34 yards on the return, but for a moment looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And they will take over 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
On 2nd down, a run by Achane. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 yards there, 1st down. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's got it to about the 40.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Check.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. He's still on his feet. And all the way in for the touchdown. A great play there. 53 yards. And his guys have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Moody good with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
They'll come out throwing here on first down, being chased out left. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
From the gun, it's Walker. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown. Robert Tonyan from 10 yards out. And the Shamrocks have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Moody good with the extra point. And it's now 21-7. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Into space at the 45. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. 21 yards there on third down. Now Achane on 1st and 10. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now a 2nd and 10. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Sliding, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Uchenna Nwosu able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation, because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Back to throw here, Herbert. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Uchenna Nwosu. 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded just inside the 20. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. Now at the line, ready for their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield, try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get position for at least 3 points.
Let's go now.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Traditionally, as a defense, your #1 job, stop the run. But in today's football, it's impacted the opposing quarterback. Make him uncomfortable. And so far, they've not been able to do that.
Not at all. He's been really comfortable in the pocket. 3 touchdown passes already.
So that could be an important first sack if they do want to turn things around.
Back to throw here. He's going to air one out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
Herbert now. He'll buy some time right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Uchenna Nwosu. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Forced out to his left. And it's caught. Touchdown. Zay Flowers with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Shamrocks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Extra point try now for Moody. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Shamrocks 48, Monty 7. Jake Moody to kick off.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And how about that for just running out the clock?
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Set.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He'll dump this off to Achane. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown! Devon Achane. in the final seconds of the first half. And the Mounties are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Back to throw now on first down. This one complete.